accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. The Tar Heels will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds his man. It's Ship. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit.
A huge game downfield. Now, 4th down.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's got him this time. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Sets up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option.
Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Lopez to pass. A little screen to the running back. Nice move there. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up in the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Smothers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone.
There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting them sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
The last two plays have gone backwards, and they salvaged the drive by converting on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Bailey. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Schiff. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Oh, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lopez wants to fire. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Line getting set on second down. Lopez to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, going up top. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
He spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're now up 9-0. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Lopez wants to fire. There's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Schiff. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
to the air. It's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. He might want another play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll pull them back to within 6.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Lopez to pass. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Heel off one deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. Breaks away on the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Fires to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Going to take a shot at this DB. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, UNC! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. It's Bailey. Grab near the marker. It's Smothers. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Rodgers. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Wants to keep it in the air. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Grimes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. NC State going up tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, what a move. Bringing it back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. Plows through the defense. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Release by the QB. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes a connection. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Here we go. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looking to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. DB's right up on the receivers. Caught in the backfield and shift. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. It's complete to the right. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in.